Outdoor baseball now from the Warehouse District and Target Field here in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Cleveland Indians and the Minnesota Twins. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Trevor May will be on the mound for the series opener. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, last year he had an ERA over 4. For a starting pitcher, that's a bit high. Looking to have a better year this season.
Rajay Davis heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
The designated hitter, Rajay Davis.
First pitch of the night is over for strike one as we get started right on time at 7:10 p.m. And EK, we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
And it's a good position to be in. You've been playing good baseball. Now you get to come home and start a homestand. They've got a chance to really make some noise in the division if they can keep playing well.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him. With that, here's a look at Terry Francona's Tribe starting 9. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, I think just putting this guy into the stretch early and often. Look to get the leadoff hitter on base to give themselves the best opportunity to score runs throughout the game.
Francisco Lindor will stand in hoping he can be the same kind of run producer he was yesterday when he drove in 3 of his guys' 4 eventual runs.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Yeah, Rusty Valentine. What a great name. Besides that, he's known for being pretty spot on when it comes to calling pitches on the corners. If he misses one, it's usually up or down.
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that misses 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And you can tell that out there on the mound, he's definitely thinking about back-to-back strikeouts here to start off this ball game. He gets it to 2 strikes on the number 2 hitter, but then he can't come up with that put-away pitch, and he winds up serving up a 1-out single.
Michael Brantley will get his first opportunity here, and he enters play 3rd in the American League batting race.
And I think it's just a little too early to get overly excited about this guy, but we all know he's very capable of keeping this up over the course of the season.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
0-1 count and the pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Just your classic single and a stolen base. Now with 1 out in the first, another base hit here could put that first run on the board.
One out and a runner on second base. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Escobar moves over, 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, one of the most exciting things we're going to have an opportunity to see in this one, the throwing arm of that catcher. He absolutely has a cannon. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you ever saw him on the mound someday. We'll get an opportunity to watch him in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. Yan Gomes is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. Jason Kipnis will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. He's set. Here it comes.
Nope.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
And in the first inning, with this guy already looking a little shaky, I think you let him throw you one here. He hasn't proven to me that he can find the strike zone yet.
Here comes the 1-0. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hit hard back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Juan Uribe will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday. First offering on its way. And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
And Uribe can't make contact that time. 2 strikes now.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
Hit to short. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Indians forced to settle for 1. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Cleveland's out in front, 1-0. Trevor Bauer gets the call for game 1 of the series. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, take a look at that whip. Around 1-3, which is pretty much league average. So he's been very serviceable all year long.
Danny Santana comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading
first.
off for the Twins, center fielder, Danny Santana.
Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
And here's a case on the mound where he's trying to sneak a first pitch fastball by him, but he was having none of that at the plate. He just sends it right back where it came from.
Joe Mauer will stand in, and he was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday.
Well, that was a rough one yesterday, but he's still hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
Bauer pauses. Here's the first pitch. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Eric, we take a look at the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
And they were able to put together a good performance in the victory yesterday afternoon, so they'll see if they can keep it going here.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's 2 batters and 2 hard-hit singles to start the bottom of the first. They are showing they are absolutely locked in on this guy.
So striding in, Trevor Plouffe, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Well, he's having some problems here with location. He's got 2 on already here in the first, and that last pitch right down the middle.
First and second here with nobody out. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And he just picked him apart in that at-bat as he's gone on 3 pitches, 1 away. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Well, they're already down by 1 after the top of the first, so you've got to get yourself right back into this ball game. Punch back a little bit and see if you can get your crowd back in it.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Brantley going back. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Eddie Rosario will dig in for the first time as he'll enter play 6th in the American League in hitting.
Well, it's still early in this season, but if he keeps this up, he's going to be looking to get paid in the offseason. His contract is up after this year.
He pulls this one into right, and Chisenhall will make the catch, and the side is retired. Twins strand a pair. They still trail 1-0. Carlos Santana makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Carlos Santana.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Check swing and a pop-up out toward the mound. May is there, and he's got it, and it's a first pitch out to begin the second.
He's got to be saying, if only they were all this easy. Make a great pitch, get him to check his swing, and let that ball just pop right back to you.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tap fouled at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Hit to first. Mauer's there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Batting ninth.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Abraham Almonte into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. And here's a fastball called for strike one. And he falls behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Eduardo Nunez will stand in for the first time, and he enters with that average in the stratosphere, up over 360 to begin play.
Well, he's got an excellent batting average on the season, and he's hitting over 400 in his last 10.
Looped out towards short, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Batting seventh, right fielder, Miguel Sano.
Miguel Sano will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Before the first pitch, a check at first. Back in standing.
Keeping him close.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
The 1-0 delivery. Hit the other way out toward right field. And Chisenhall calls for it and takes it for the first out.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Kurt Suzuki strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Batting ninth, left fielder
Eduardo Escobar will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Well, maybe that's a sign that he's cooling off a little bit. He's been on fire lately, hitting over 450 in his last 10 games, so we'll see in this one.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Called strike 0-2.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost up there.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And very little resistance there as he's retired on a half-hearted swing, and there are 2 away.
Well, we'll get you a look at this one here on Show Track. Look how far off the plate this pitch is. I tell you, when you've got hitters flailing at pitches out there, you know you brought your good stuff to the ballpark.
Standing in now, Danny Santana, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Gloved by Santana, and the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Twins strand a pair. It remains 1-0. Rajay Davis will get his second shot at it now. He was called out on strikes to open up the ball game.
As bad as he looked on that breaking ball, his first at-bat, he's going to see nothing but breaking balls in this one.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And now Davis swings and misses on a good pitch there as he falls behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, one away.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with two strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. One out, nobody on. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. There is Dozier. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Yeah, it took him a few batters to get it going in the first, but after that first inning run, he's come back to retire the next 6 in a row.
Striding into the box, Michael Brantley. He flew out in his last at-bat. In there at the knees, strike one. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Joe Mauer settles in to start things out for Minnesota. Bauer into his motion. Here's the delivery. Hit hard up the middle, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because it would have taken his head off.
Trevor Plouffe is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And after the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. A bare hand for one. On to first. And how about that double play? Wow.
Well, that's just made to order right there. 2 hops to short, easy pivot, not a lot of heat at second base. That's just a pretty routine double play.
Brian Dozier will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up on that inside corner, or this guy will bury you.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. This is line to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Eddie Rosario stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
I think he's set up for that changeup again, Steve. Don't you?
I was thinking the same thing.
A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for Minnesota. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Yan Gomes is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Catcher, Yan Gomes.
Now a step off as they try to get on the same page. First pitch on its way. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Ready on 1-2. Grounded to the right. Dozier gets to it. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. One run on 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. Both guys pretty close, top speeds of 95 and 94. Juan Uribe stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Here comes the first pitch. Ripped down the first base line. But this is foul for the first strike. And Uribe can't make contact that time. 2 strikes now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, he's had a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on, so it's a great idea to go ahead and bounce one there on 0-2.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. 1-2, here it comes. That's hit to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does not. It's thrown away.
Yeah, he nearly bailed him out here at first base. Let's check the scoop on show motion. He looks to be in good position to dig this ball out, but it just doesn't want to stay in the pocket. Close, but not quite. I know how he feels.
Here's Carlos Santana now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 2 out with the man at first. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time he got the call.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for the Tribe, but they're on top 1-0. Eduardo Nunez is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball. Started it a little too far inside, though.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. And that'll even the count here. It's now 2-2 to the Minnesota shortstop. takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
And it's just the 4th inning here, but he's already given up more hits in this one than he did in his entire previous outing. Whatever he had going on last time out, it ain't happening here.
Miguel Sano is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hot shot down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Line toward the gap in left center. In there, a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Yeah, back-to-back singles here to start the inning, and that probably warrants a look at his line to this point. The numbers haven't been too bad all told, but he's got a situation unfolding right here that could cause those numbers to change in a hurry.
So stepping in, Kurt Suzuki, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Yeah, with the runner going on contact right there, this is going to be an RBI ground out as he's in to score and tie this game up.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he'll take a look at ball 1. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
All right, now you're looking at no way for them to manufacture a run, really. There's a guy on third now, but 2 outs. That really wasn't all that helpful.
Danny Santana will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Slapped hard the opposite way. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Up next for the Twins.
And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Joe Mauer steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Pitch out, nothing doing. One 0 count. Here it is. That evens it up 1-1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Almonte is there. And the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Lonnie Chisenhall will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Into the windup and the pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Lined hard toward right center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count, kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
Into the box now, Abraham Almonte. As he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
And when you're still searching for your first extra base hit of the game, this will work as a nice substitute. He's into second with the old single and a stolen base routine.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Trying to hold the lead. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. Rajay Davis will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game. And you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Grounder down the line at third. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the 2nd out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
So here's Francisco Lindor now as he'll go after the first pitch here and pop one up over toward the left side of the infield. Nunez has got it, and the side is retired. Indians leave 1. They still trail it here 2-1. Trevor Plouffe will stand in looking to turn things around. He struck out and bounced into a double play so far. Not such a hot start.
Nope. Not doing much to help the cause so far, guys, but there's still some ball game left.
Drilled down the line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Bauer's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
On the ground up the middle, to his left, Lindor, and reined in, one away.
The second baseman, number 2, Brian Dozier.
Nice. A good pitch there to record the out. You can see on the graphic with 39 strikes, his ball-to-strike ratio is way out of whack. Just seems like guys are up there swinging at just about everything he's throwing.
That's yanked into the stands, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Scorched to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Up next for the Twins, designated hitter, Eddie Rosario.
Eddie Rosario will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get back to the swing he put on the ball in his first at-bat. He got himself a nice solid line drive that just didn't fall.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They lead it 2-1. Michael Brantley makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and chopped toward the hole. Dozier fields it cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Yan Gomes will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. Dozier has it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Second baseman.
Sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Jason Kipnis will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3-4-5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Sent on the ground out to second. Dozier is there. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-1. Eduardo Nunez will stand in now to lead things off in the Minnesota sixth.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. Bauer sets his sights. 0-1 pitch on its way. In the air to straightaway right. And Chisenhall calls for it and takes it for the first out.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Number 8, Kurt Suzuki.
Just an outstanding play out there by the outfielder, and the guy who appreciates it more than anybody is the pitcher, because if that drops in, you're looking at some trouble.
In now, Kurt Suzuki. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Good waist pitch, 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Almonte moving in. And that retires the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They still lead it 2-1. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Juan Uribe will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And another foul ball. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Uribe is retired, and there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Carlos Santana stands in, trying to change his evil ways here. Hitless in the ball game so far.
Oh, I see what you did there, Matty. That's nice. No way you just came up with that on your own.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Little chopper back his way. Throw gets him 2 down.
We get a look there at his pitches by inning. He's at 81 now after that last pitch, so he should be good for a little while longer.
Lonnie Chisenhall will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. On the ground near home. That winds up foul for the second strike. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. Our score remains 2-1. Eduardo Escobar steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Fielder, Eduardo Escobar.
Bauer gets the sign. First pitch on the way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Danny Santana comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Joe Mauer ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Line to the right side. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles. And he's been a tough out all game long.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make the change here. That's going to be all for Trevor Bauer. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game. Dan Otero will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away.
Dan Otero.
Trevor Plouffe will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. And he misses again, 2-0. Does he dare go fastball here, 2-0?
I think he's got to.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Almonte is going to get there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, a dangerous pitch right there. 2-0 to a middle-of-the-order guy, and he gets away with it and gets him to lift an easy fly ball.
Brian Dozier gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Brantley is under it, and that ends the inning. Twins strand a pair as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Leading off the inning, Abraham Almonte, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Casey Fiend will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Casey Fiend.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Rajay Davis will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Right side hit hard. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Now batting.
Check this out on Show Track.
Francisco
It's not a bad first
Lindor.
pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
So here's Francisco Lindor now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, 2 very good takes here. You can see they're trying to get him to hit something on the ground, but he's going to make him bring something up.
Here it comes, 2-0. in the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
And, you know, looking down the score sheet, that's the first walk of the game for these guys as a team. And with the way they've been swinging at everything, I wasn't even sure we'd see that.
Michael Brantley will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's what...
And this one zips right on past him as he can't knock it down. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only 1 away.
Yeah, a hot shot that time and a tough read down there at third base. He just couldn't get the leather on it.
Yan Gomes will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit still hasn't shown up yet. Like you say, you've got the bases.
In to score from third is the tying run. It's now a 2-2 ball game. Colin Cowgill will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Jason Kipnis.
Jason Kipnis steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in this ball game, Matt. I mean, you might be looking at this at-bat when it's all over as one of the turning points in this game.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
Shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. But the tying run comes across here, so it looks like this could be a wire job. Home half of the 8th straight ahead, and we are tied 2-2. Roberto Perez is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number 55, Roberto Perez.
Eddie Rosario will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brantley is camped under this one. 1 down. Not a lot of offense to go around, but a very tightly contested ball game. 2-2 our score here in the 8th, as it's starting to look more like 1 run may be enough to win this one. Eduardo Nunez will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Now batting, right fielder.
Well, these fans have been waiting a long time to get in this ball game, and this might be the swing that lights them up. And now they're going to need to find a way to get him in.
Miguel Sano digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second.
Well, no complaints on this end, guys. You've got to love any game that's this tight, this late.
First delivery to him on the way. Grounded down the third baseline. And this is past Uribe on down the line. A fair ball. Long throw to the plate, but it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going. Kurt Suzuki takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
Uribe's got it on the first, and Suzuki's retired, 2 away.
The left fielder, number 5.
Eduardo Escobar will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Down the first baseline. Santana's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Twins forced to settle for 1. 9th inning coming up. Minnesota leads this one 3-2. A shot there of St. Paul, Minnesota, just down I-94 from where we are as we're set for the 9th inning in this one. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Juan Uribe, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Here's the pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Oh and 1, here it comes. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's retired here, 1 away.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Into the box, Carlos Santana. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
That might have been his best swing of the night there. He was right on it.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Dozier comes up with it. Throw on to first here is going to do it. And the Twins have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Yeah, you know that run in the bottom of the 8th turned out to be the difference maker as they're able to hold on here and get this win in a squeaker.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious in this one, 3-2. Good night from Minneapolis.